This is your girl, Laker Girl, and welcome to the post game show where we talk Lakers basketball. Great win by the Lakers. The link is in the comments. Whoever wants to come on and talk a little Lakers for a little bit. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel as you guys come in. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel as you guys come in. This is where we talk Lakers basketball. Great win by the Lakers. Again, the link is in the comments. Whoever would like to come on and talk a little Lakers basketball. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Salute, African gamer brother. How are you?
Salute, Laker girl. Great win by the boys tonight, man. It was a good win. It does suck though. The team was a bit injured, but we got the W. The chemistry looked amazing. The ball movement it looked good today. We played one hell of a game today. Tied for the eighth spot. We just got to take care of business on Wednesday.
Yeah, we just gotta take care of business on Wednesday. Then I was looking at the standings. I see we are 2 games out of 6.
Yeah, 2 games out of 6.
Yeah,
Gotta take it. We gotta, man. We gotta win our next two. We gotta be Sacramento and Golden State. Got to.
yeah,
Man, it looked good. When what I saw on the court, it looked good today, man. The chemistry, it looked good. It was amazing basketball today. Good one.
Did you do the stat lines yet?
no, I don't have no stats. I remember I wasn't able to watch the game, so I don't have no stats.
Okay, hold on for one sec.
Okay.
Cause that it as soon as I started doing something, your alert came up, and the only thing is I can't pause what I'm doing. So just bear with me for a sec.
Okay.
But AD did have a historical night with his stat line, and a lot of people was trying to make it seem like Nas Reed was a bum, could can't play and everything else, and
Nas
that
Reed
was a
can
player.
ball, man.
Hey, that individual said basically in not so many words, he said we shouldn't have went after Nas Reed this offseason. The whole NBA was after that man. So, um, all right, let me pull this up because that young man was tripping. Okay, look. Oh, hold on. Why did it freeze up? Okay, there it is. All right. First of all, Lakers 120, Minnesota 109. Stat line for tonight. Anthony Davis 27 points, 25 rebounds, 5 assists, and Rui 15 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. LeBron James, 29 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. D'Lo, 13, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Reeves, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. TP, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Next man up is Jax, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Um, and bringing up the towards the end was Max, 2 points and 2 rebounds. Now, the only reason why I didn't read the other two players, they had no points. And we did do something that we haven't done in a while. We actually dominated the boards. Um, we had 56. Minnesota had 38. So that was a big difference for us. Then you also have, I'm sorry, you also had the biggest lead of the game. We our biggest lead was 16 points. Their biggest lead was 4 points. So that that stat line right there tells a lot. We actually played with defensive effort and prowess, and we actually played defense using our hands and lateral movements. So, and the only reason why Dimwitty had low points, for those who didn't get a chance to watch it, he actually showed emotion for us not getting calls. So even though it didn't show up in the stat line, I want to give that young man a standing ovation, because at least he showed effort, heart, talking to the refs when AD got fouled several times and didn't get a call. Go ahead, Mike. You got it.
Salute to Goat James in Detroit, brother.
And Portia,
Yeah.
once again, since they're just coming on, please tell your good news about the situation that you heard at the event that you went to, so they can hear it again, please.
Great news is my little cousin got a full basketball scholarship. Her name is Skylar. Scholarship to UCLA.
So shout out to her,
Shout out.
and we wish her nothing but the best. Put
Yes.
put in the work and study with them books. That's the cleanest way I could say that.
Yes.
Mike, where you at?
I'm in
African
here.
Gamer. Go ahead. You can talk further.
Oh, I didn't really have much to say. I'm just saying, man, it was a great win today, though. I mean, the
Hey,
team was trash. AD had a good game against a trash team. I mean, that's cool. I mean, it was a good win, though. I mean, we tied for
wait,
eighth
wait, wait.
spot.
You think that they was trash today? We
Minnesota, yeah.
actually contain Ant. That's the only
Well,
difference today.
I mean, Gemini. Not to be disrespectful, though. I mean,
Uh
this is a
huh.
game we should have won. No Carl Anthony Towns, no Rudy Gobert. Like that's it. I mean, it's a game we should win, even with them on the floor.
I got you.
Hold on, man. I'm
I could
sparking a
dig it.
doobie. So it's just to me, it's like, yeah, we got the win. I mean, we took care of the business we were supposed to take care of.
Uh huh.
Sacramento. Now, if we win against Sacramento, now we can celebrate a little bit because Sacramento's actually they match up with us well. I don't think they're a better team than us, but they match up with us.
Okay. Okay.
But now this team, I mean, can you really give them like? I mean, a win's a win. You know what I'm saying? But can you really give them can you really give them the full credit? I mean, the only person you really had to worry about was Ant. I felt like I thought Rudy Gobert was still going to play, so I thought it was going to be a bit more of a competitive game. But once I found out
Mm-hmm.
Rudy Gobert wasn't playing, I was like, all right, that's an easy win.
Well, they actually did better with controlling Nas because Nas was cooking in that first half. I mean, he was
He
literally doing what needed to be done for his team.
Salute
catch and
Lewis,
shoot.
brother.
He'll take one dribble, splash.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I kind of spazzed out on the other dude because he really showed he don't watch basketball. And for him to say Nye Reed was trash, that's why I was like, no, 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 please don't put that narrative out there.
I
That's a
get where
lie.
he's coming from, but he's not trash though. Cause I think at a time I wanted him on the Lakers. When was he? He was a free agent not that
Everybody
long
tried to
ago.
get him this
Yeah,
off season.
yeah. Okay, it was last off season. Okay, I was like, because he was a free agent like not that long ago.
Yeah, but the whole NBA went after him. That's why the Timberwolves slightly overpaid to keep him there. Slightly overpaid for his market value. But to say like to make it sound like he was trash, like
He
that, I don't disrespect nobody game around the NBA. If they have a decent game, I'll just call it down the middle. They have a decent game, but you making it sound like just because they're not on the Lakers, they're trash. No, dog, don't do that. Cause that's disrespectful to the rest of the cats that's in the NBA.
I don't know, Jamal. We got some cats in here that's trash as fuck though. There's
No,
some cats in the NBA that's trash, man. Like
I
I think we also
understand
got
that,
to
but
stop with
Nas
this
Reed
narrative
isn't
that
one of them. He
yeah, he's not one of
specifically
them.
called out Nas, and we went after Nas like the rest of the NBA. So basically, what you said in not so many words is that we shouldn't have went after him at all, and the whole NBA went after this man, and he's trash. Really? Like, come on, man. Keep it a buck. Just tell the truth. But he went to say that Nas is this trash. I can't get jiggy with that, dude. And the thing about it is, when the most people don't understand when you're on these panels, you're not just talking to people that's on the panel, because you're actually talking to the chat.
Yeah, the chat got more people than the panel, obviously.
Right. So when you put that big false narrative out there, and yes, say somebody in the chat go run with it, they're gonna look crazy at the barber shop or at their job talking basketball to somebody who actually watch basketball, and they literally say, "Hey man, Nas Reed is trash."
Like,
Everybody
no,
gonna look
he's
at him
trash.
like, "What? He's trash? What game you been watching?"
But nah, man, like I said, it's a good win though, man. But we we didn't we beat a team we should have though.
And the other thing I'm still concerned about, we did not play Giles. Why? Why didn't we play Giles?
I don't know. I guess I mean, we
To
didn't need
really
him
see
though.
what we
That's
could
the
get,
thing though.
but to see what we
We ain't
can
really
get
need him
out
this
of
game.
him, right? But
Yeah,
to
just
see
get
what
him
we
some,
can
burn
get
him some.
out of him,
Yeah.
because he's qualified to play 25 games. So he's qualified to play 25 games, and you choose not to play him. Like, that's asinine. When you did put him in, it was 1 minute on the clock. Why even do that?
Nah, like honestly though, that rule, I think that should be like an NBA rule where you can't do that, man. I'm like, bro, at that point, I hate when they put him in for like 2 minutes. I'm like, man, that's mad disrespectful. I'm like, bro, at that point, I might as well not even come on. I might as well just continue to sit on the bench. You come put me in them garbage minutes, especially when it
Yeah,
be like 2 minutes. I'm like, man, you're better off just keeping people
I
on the
said
floor.
put Jax back out there,
I was like,
and
what's,
then
I hate when teams do that. I don't like that they do that. They're like, oh, we gotta protect our good players for 2 minutes. I'm like, but they'll be all right.
nah, but if you notice, Jax was about to come back in the game.
Yeah.
So I'm
Damn.
like,
Coach
so
a good
why
game
did you
though.
put that man in the game? Why? Make
Wow.
make it make sense at the end of the day as a basketball decision. That's the only thing I ask. Like in the point guard that we picked up, you finally put him in the game, but look at when you put him in. Like these are the things I watch him do, and I be like scratching my head about it because it doesn't seem like a educated basketball decision. It just seems like you're doing something just to do it.
Tell you, man. Salute to the
What you got?
panel, though.
Salute, brother.
Hey,
What you got, little bro?
hey, I'm telling you, Gemini, I said that the other night. I think that was FYM had responded to what I said, though, about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Him just be out there doing whatever, like the players. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
because like Giles. Remember when DJ brought that up earlier? What did I say? How many games we got left?
What
It
about
it
like 18?
I right. I already know you wasn't gonna say 25, right? I'm just saying I knew you wasn't gonna say 25. So if this young man qualified to play up to 25 games, why not play him? Why not play him? It makes no sense not to play him because if you're not gonna Kristen Woods is injured, White Castle was injured, so I know they're not going coming in the game. Jackson's the only other individual. Why not play the man? And I will point this out. I am so happy, even when the Lakers let them back into the game, that they did not take this get lackadaisy with it. They 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 went back on guard to to make sure they kept the lead. So I'm extremely happy about that also. But uh, as far as guards, I think we have the personnel that we need. Our problem is in the front court. And the only way with Giles that we're really gonna be able to make a basketball decision is if we actually see him in a game. Now remember, this young man has had a tendency of being injury prone. So and to really evaluate what you bought on, especially when we had the lead in less than um over 3 minutes left in the quarter, you could have bought him up for that.
Salute, free love, sister. Appreciate that, Lewis, brother.
But I don't know. I don't get it though. But Chris, that's the same guy that said that AD was trash the other day. That's the same individual.
Chris got off.
Oh, okay. Now, Mike, I need you to talk to your little Budinopolis so we could really try to figure out what we doing for the playoffs.
Salute, Trey, all day. Salute, Detroit, brother.
I don't know. I just don't even like. Why even sign those last two people they just signed? Like I just thought we could have
Okay.
just got better. We could have
No,
just traded or signed better or Hassan
no, no,
Whiteside was there. Like Ham's not gonna play this dude, and this dude he's not gonna be able to
no,
even
no, 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 no.
compete with.
No, but here's the difference though. We actually got him as a security blanket just in case we can't go with Woods. So we actually got him as a security blanket. So we don't lose with picking him up. That's not the hiccup. The hiccup with him the hiccup with him is because he's a two-way player. As of right now, he doesn't even qualify to play during the playoffs. So it doesn't hurt him at all.
Okay, CJ, you could pull up.
Make sense now, Mike?
Sure,
Hello.
yeah.
But
Hopefully Woods can come back though, but Ham don't even be playing him.
well, I'll say this: Kristen Woods wasn't showing enough effort. If you really want to keep it 100, Kristen Woods wasn't showing enough effort to actually show that he earned playing time, bro. Because remember, it was a whole bunch of games. He played over 20 minutes and didn't even average 12 points. I'm not being funny when I say that. I'm being serious. And him and Jax, I want them to outplay their contract for us. So please don't think I'm hating on him. I just know he's not a center. That's my only pushback when it comes to Woods. I know he's not a center, even though a lot of people want him to be a center. He just isn't. Power forward, that's my dog.
You're
Center,
welcome, free love.
no.
Anytime.
So that's the only thing, Mike. But then you also got to point out too, Kristen Woods was getting used and abused on a lot of games too, bro. So you got to point that
Salute,
out
Big
also.
Baby Sports, brother.
Well, man, at the end of the day, though, I'm happy we won a game we were supposed to win.
Yeah, I dig
I don't have much to say. I don't really have much to say after that.
it.
Good win. On to the next one. We still got to get into the playoffs. Find our way into the playoffs.
I just hope we can. I just hope our. I hope we can get out of the play in. That's my whole thing because I do want the team to get the rest that they need amongst that time. Treatment from the training staff and time to relax and relax and I I just want us out of that play in. That play in is like killing me. I'm tired of us being in the play in. If that kind of makes sense.
No,
I
I
don't
get you.
think
I just hope
I don't think we will be in a play-in. If we could win these two games, we will be tied for sixth spot.
Right.
yeah,
But
but it's just
I'm just saying getting us I don't want to be in the play in spot. I like
Yeah.
I'm tired of us and the main reason why I'm wording it the way I'm wording it is mainly
Mhm.
because in most of these games I'm with that 40-point first quarters, we're always digging ourselves out of a hole. And the play in to me is like digging yourself out of a hole. So I look at it as the same format. And I'm tired of us having to do that in order to make something shake. That,
Yes,
that
we
that's
are.
basically what I'm going getting at.
Yes, Bree love sister, you are moving up.
Queen Bree. I thought CJ said he was coming up.
That's what he said in the comments.
But overall, we did show defensive prowess. Um, more than other games. I hate that Dinwiddie literally had to go off on the ref. The way he did, but when it's so blatant, I I would have snapped too. And if you have followed Dinwiddie's career, he normally don't snap on refs like that at all. So for him to literally go off is, I mean, it needed to be said because AD didn't get at least 8 calls that he should have received. To be honest and transparent.
There's CJ right there.
Why are you running, Craig? Why are you running, Craig?
The world, Craig. The world.
I'm just asking why you running, Craig.
Yeah, man, the world, Craig. The world. What up, everybody on the panel? What up, everybody on the chat? Salute.
But that's the only that's the plus I get from the this game. So what you seen that you would like to add though, CJ?
You tell what
I
I
know you
seen that
seen
I would like
something.
to add.
Yeah,
Salute UJ.
that would
Oh,
that me and Mike didn't cover. That's all I'm saying.
oh no, no, y'all was straight. Great win tonight. 6 games over 500. Way better than last year. We never achieved that last year. Way better than last year. Looking extremely better than what we was, earlier in the season, which was expected. I knew we was going to pick up our rhythm eventually. So all we gotta do, we just gotta keep rolling. Playoffs right around the corner. I believe we're tied for seventh now. But I've told Jimmy now this multiple times. Wherever we land, I'm straight with it. We got Bron and Eddie healthy, and all this team healthy. I'm good. Yeah, on to the next one. Great win tonight. We did what we were supposed to do without Cat and without Gobert. We did what we were supposed to do. They're a great team in their own right. They fought to the end. We were just a better team tonight. So that was very encouraging. That's all I got, man. On to the next one. Let's go, Lake Show. You
Yes,
know
please
what a way to
like it.
What up, BJ?
Right. You guys come in. Get those likes.
What up?
Fredo
What up?
Twan
What up,
Hey,
Mike?
what's
What up,
going
AJ?
on? What's going
We
on?
got DJ on the panel.
and D to the J.
What up? What up?
What up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
You bringing the yay over here, DJ?
Y'all bring it everywhere I go. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That's
I
another one. Yeah,
That's
that's another one.
Sorry. Gemini.
Yes.
Mission 24 is asking what happened to Cam.
Cam is still on the minutes restriction. So with them having him on a minute restriction, to not play him is literally just to rest him.
yeah. I think this was a game that we kind of got away with not really even using him. It could have been a situation where we needed him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If Ant-Man went off or was going crazy, but he didn't really go as crazy as we kind of expected. He did a little bit at the end. One of the things that I observed and something that I've been talking about was seeing AD and Jackson Hayes out there at the same time. Seeing that, I thought that was a beneficial part of the game. I thought that they would go to it a little more, but I kind of understand why they, the reasons why they are not going with it, as much as I would like it to be. The other thing that kind of stuck out to me was, and I've been saying it, I've been talking about, Austin Reeves and the Apple turnover factory. I think he needs to work on that part of his game. I don't know who he needs to talk to about what's a good pass and what's you forcing a pass situation, but a lot of, and it's not just this game, just overall of recent, it seems like he's trying to force certain passes that are really not there.
And that is facts.
So I don't know. I don't know where he can get that worked out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Bron can pull him to the side, or if that's some coaching staff that needs to talk to him about that. But, some of those turnovers that he's creating, especially him being this secondary ball handler outside of, pretty much the three ball handlers that we have is like LeBron, D'Lo and him. So if he's doing that and he's a ball handler, that might be something that might be our issue later on in the playoffs.
What you wanted to add something, DJ?
Well, so what I was gonna say was I'm kind of a waste of space up here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all because I did not watch the game. I only saw about the first like 6 minutes of the first quarter. Then I had to go to work.
Uh
So I'm gonna watch it in the morning when I get off of work. I had to say off of work because I didn't want to get a yay yay. So when I get off of work, I will watch it in the morning
Hey
and
man,
I'll
fourth all time
take
in scoring, DJ.
fourth
Put
all
them up
time.
now.
but
well,
but what I will say though is that the Lakers,
mhm.
I've been saying it. The Lakers got 9 lives, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The Lakers been getting a lot of help from other teams by losing. The Sacramento Kings, man, lost. Against the Houston Rockets out of all teams. So that helps us out. If we can beat the Kings on Wednesday, oh my goodness! Now, even if we beat them, it's not going to make too much of a difference when it comes down to the tiebreaker because I still think they have the tiebreaker. Even if we beat them, they're going to have the tiebreaker over us. So, which means we're going to have to beat them in record wise. We can't be tied with them if we want that seventh place or sixth place, wherever they're at. So, but yeah, I had to say that the Clippers lost. That's always a good thing. They lost against the Bucks, and we beat the Bucks, so that's always a good thing. Um, I think that's all I had to say on that. I believe.
Now, why do
So
y'all
we can.
say? I have a question. Why do y'all say that about Houston? Trying to make it sound like Houston have a garbage team, and Houston actually have a nice building team. So
Well,
I have to ask that question because somebody also kind of stated it like that on your channel,
uh,
and I'm mainly got confused because Houston is up and coming. So I don't know if it's wordplay or that I know you watch the game, but that other person I know they don't watch no doggone games.
right. No, I think for me is that you look at teams like Houston, you look at teams like Utah, whatever. Like these teams you if you're a better team, you're supposed to beat these teams, and I think that's what they mean. It's not saying that the Houston Rockets are trash or anything like that. It's just that the Sacramento Kings are supposed to beat them. It's like the betting odds. You know what I mean? Like tonight, we were supposed to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we beat them. They don't have
Uh,
Carl Anthony Towns. They don't have Rudy Gobert. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to beat that team. If you lose, it's like what the heck? What the heck's going on? And so I think that's what they mean. At least that's what I mean. I can't speak for anybody else. I think that's what
right,
I
right,
mean.
right.
and
So
and then
it's
all
just go ahead, bro.
and then also, like, and that's a valid point, but even further on that, some people, they just look at the record, and sometimes, because even though they are a young and up and coming team, and they may do have talent on their team, based on their record, it looks like it should be a team that the Sacramento Kings should have just ran through, but that's not the case. So that might
Yeah,
be, I'm not saying that's my point, but that might be what they're also looking at too. Is like, okay, this team is not even a chance to get in the play in. There's no way that this a top team that's bound for the playoffs should be struggling against a team like that. So that
yeah,
might be
and like
their
and like the and
yeah.
like the example and like the example with the Lakers. There's no way the Lakers should have lost against the freaking Brooklyn Nets. Like, what are we
Exactly.
doing here? You know what I mean? Like, come on, Lakers. Like, come on. These certain games, man. You go back and you look at these games that the Lakers lost against, bro. Like the San Antonio Spurs when AD didn't play. It's like, oh, come on, man. You can't be losing against the San Antonio Spurs. LeBron James is still playing. We got a better team, no matter if AD plays or not. We have a better team than San Antonio. We should not be losing against them. The Brooklyn Nets is another one. Like all these, like, come on, y'all. Like, so, well, our record should be way better than what it is. At least by 4 or 5 games
Mhm.
Five,
in the win column. Yeah,
five.
yeah. So yeah, it's a little annoying, man. It is what it is. This is where we're at, bro. But hey, I don't want to take away too much, from this win that we got. So I don't want
Mhm.
to downplay anything, be negative.
No,
So
no, no. I was just asking that about Houston specifically, mainly because Houston does like play every game. Now the coach does do some eyeball decisions by not playing certain players where if he really took a look at his scouting report, he should be playing those certain players.
Yeah. I agree.
And I, like you said, you look so us that kind of. I'm not saying everybody has looked at the in the NBA, but a lot of us have really kind of followed most of these teams. And when I looked at the Rockets, like you said, I seen that they were a young, scrappy team. And when you have a young,
Right.
scrappy team, that could be any like football. They say any given Sunday.
Yeah, any
That it
given
could be
night.
any night. You know what I'm
Big
saying? That
facts.
they can, and I do agree with you. Like you don't want to say they're trash, but kind of based on where they're sitting in the standings or their record, some people might say that about them, even though that's not necessarily the truth, the entire
Big
Yeah,
truth
that
facts.
of their team.
Big facts. Right.
yeah,
Big facts.
that's the only reason why I asked that question, because the same individual that went with that narrative earlier is the same one that was trying to take a dump on AD, and like AD wasn't producing.
Mm,
Like, and
Uh
it so I know DJ was gonna give me a cleaner answer than the other person, because all he did was avoid the question and then wanted to give me an autobiography, and I'm like, no, I'm not here for that. Yes,
yeah.
if you ain't gonna answer the question, just go back to the game. Then he got mad at me, so I'm like, all right, bro, whatever.
Mm. Yeah, like some people might be opposed to how AD played today. And I don't think because we didn't even run too much offense through him. He was just
At all.
getting he was pretty much playing hockey, getting the garbage points around the rim, and that was definitely what we needed against a team like this, especially the way unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately, but Nas Reed was having his way, to an extent. So,
oh
um,
yeah.
and again, that was a guy that we were talking about wanting here for our team. So obviously,
No, no,
he's
Twine, he
no
said he
slouch
was
either.
garbage. No, but Twine, he said Nas Reed it was garbage, and then
Well,
tried to go off of what's his average as a backup in a game where he's able to start and get the minutes that he liked.
mm,
So that's the only reason why I guess you could say I was really asking those questions, because I was confused.
mm,
You know what I saw? Really quick. AD man. Hey, shout out to Anthony Davis really quick. 2K stats, bro. That fool had
Yeah,
25 rebounds, 27 points, seven steals. Oh my god, and 3 blocks. Gotta get a big shout out to AD. I
he
want to say
he
this.
actually made the history book tonight.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Oh wow, that's what's up, man. AD man. Really quick, Gemini. I don't know if you saw something. I saw it, but I did not read the article yet. I have it saved on my phone because I want to read it later. Did you see anything about Jalen Green being unhappy in Houston?
yes,
Oh, so it's true.
yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Mainly because the the player that they released, they honestly shouldn't have released him. They should have got the full story. He was concerned about that investigation. Then with the way that they're running their offense is and now Idoka is technically doing it the right way, but when you have guys like this that can actually move the needle and everything, and you're not using them right, they're gonna call you out on it.
Mm.
That's why he's perturbed, because Houston is set for run and gun right now, right? They really are. The only part that's supposed to be slow within their scheme is the bench, not in the starting lineup. So that's like when you like literally say it and look at the paper, is like they should have way more steals, way more mid ranges and stuff like that. And to a point, he's trying to turn certain players not to a catch and shoot, but just to 3-point shooters. And that's not what they drafted.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah,
So,
okay.
so that's why he has concerns. Like he's disgruntled, but it's more concerns because how do you look at the future now when you just waived one of your guys that you didn't even take the time to do a full investigation on the situation,
Right.
and he was producing with the bench unit. It's not like that the dude was slacking. He was literally producing.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm
So
gonna have to,
really
yeah.
like he he would make a good Laker, right?
I was gonna say that's the topic I can talk about.
Now, but here's the only reason why nobody from the NBA is going to touch him, because of that clause of being a public figure within their contract. It's the only reason why nobody's going to touch him, because if they touch him, he's going to get suspended for a couple of games. So nobody's
Hmm.
going to touch it to after the full case come out, because
Yeah.
even the victim said that they packed charges on him for no reason.
Hmm.
And now that's the victim saying that the state packed charges on him. So who you gonna listen to?
Exactly. Right. Yeah, that's interesting, man.
And she's an athlete too, so it's not like she don't have no hands. We know she got hands.
Big
Is
time.
it's just that they with them packing charges on them, and the video didn't even show what the LA sheriff said happened.
Yeah.
It didn't corroborate the police report at all.
Wow. Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna read more about it and about him being disgruntled in Houston, and I might make him a topic. I already got a topic ready for whenever I go live again on Monday or Tuesday, but um, yeah, I might make him a topic. Maybe I don't know, next week or something. I don't know. We'll see.
And you notice Giles didn't get no PT, right? You noticed that, right?
I didn't. I missed the whole game. I gotta go watch it.
No,
He
no,
didn't play.
no. Nope. Not 1 minute. 1 minute.
Damn, man. I'm trying to see him get some burn.
That and that's part of the problem.
I don't understand that because like especially when we're in garbage time, why was Jackson Hayes still out there knowing that he's been a vital piece to our offense and defense, these past couple of games. Like, you also, as much as you might think that Jackson Hayes is a bench player, he needs to be getting his deserved rest too. So why are you not pulling out guys that are not getting any burn during time that you're just trying to waste?
Man, I'm confused, and and this is why I bring up the assistant coaches, because it's like even if I don't get it all from my head coach, right? He may be the head coach in title, right? But like prime example, when it came to Phil Jackson, we all know first of all who made the triangle, but that same individual is the same one who turned the triangle offense into a triangle defense for them. That was not Phil Jackson.
Hmm.
He was the head coach in name, but not head coach when it came to actually putting it and implementing things within the team. Like and some people really get that twisted.
I hate
Yep,
to
big
say it
time.
because I do like Phil Handy, but when you have a personal trainer to be your assistant coach, I I I don't get it.
Well,
And I think and
okay.
I think that's why there is that disconnect of someone, if Ham is going in one direction, someone else waving a flag like, hey, why don't you use this guy? Or, what I'm saying? Like,
What
I
what what no, that and that's what we don't have, because watch this. DJ, do you remember the heated debate I had with Elder about if Ham was able to bring in his coaching staff?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do Okay. Here's part of the reason why I had that heated debate with him, Raider Twine, because Rasheed was supposed to be one of our assistant coaches, and he never got the contract offer.
Oh wow.
So that's why the very next interview that Rasheed went on, he literally said, I wasn't hired. Right?
Hmm.
Now, Ham is the one who said Rasheed's name. So if that's one, and he only gave us one name. Because if he would have gave more than one name, we all would be at Palinka right now. But I'm just saying, if he gave up one name, so that he wanted as a coach, and then next that same individual go on a interview and said I wasn't hired, like how can you believe that he was able to bring his coaching staff?
Yeah.
Now you follow the Raiders hard, right? Like,
Hmm.
okay, so just picture if a head coach this get hired by the Raiders right now, he bring up who he want as his OC,
Hmm.
and now the interim coach is named who he want as his OC, and then what I want to say 72 hours later he winds up somewhere, and a reporter asks him, "Hey, what happened to you being the OC?" And he said, "I wasn't hired."
Yeah.
How
That's
how would that look to you?
that would be a problem. And I would also say that if in the game situation, if the offense wasn't running properly, it would not be falling on the head coach because obviously he was not able to bring his
Exactly.
guy in.
So that now, prime example, Rasheed will be a stupendous tutor for AD and for Roy and for Vandal. He will be tremendous at being a tutor for them. Even though he's an assistant coach, I'm just saying tutor,
Hmm.
especially for those three, because why? He was a tweener. He
Hmm.
played power forward, but because by default, depends on who the matchup was, he also
Hmm.
played backup center. So that would help them, and he would also help them on the defensive prowess, because
Hmm.
that's what we know him for. Come on, man, it's not
And
rocket science what we're doing.
and don't get it confused. You know what I'm saying? For those that are listening, I love Phil Handy for what he does when he's training somebody and stuff like that. But
Great
I,
development coach.
yeah, I that exactly, and I think that's really where that's his land. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where he should just live because either he's not, and I don't know where we'll be able to figure that out is if Handy is saying those things, but it's just, falling on deaf ears, or where's the disconnect, or if there is even that type of communication going on. But there has to, in order for us to have that success, it has to be more than just Ham saying things in regards to the coaching staff.
Well, you got LeBron and everybody else talking where Ham could hear on the side, like that, like the classic short. Hey man, y'all know I can play point guard, right? No, no, I'm just saying. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all know I
Hmm.
can play point guard too, right? I'm and we all know who said that, but everybody else gonna say he's the coach, he's the GM, he's the training guy, he's everything else. But I'm just saying,
Hmm.
because LeBron did say that on the short now.
It's a valid point. that it I just again I don't know what as much as, and we've talked about it on multiple platforms, but that whole Rondo coming in, like, that would be so perfect coming in for us, like knowing that there is some IQ that could that could help fix some of this stuff, especially in regards to, like, even tonight, like I they're closing out, but I think they're giving too much space when it comes to the 3 point line. I don't know
Okay.
why our guards are sucking in so much to the paint that they're not able quick enough to get out to the 3 point line, and especially on the corners, we were getting killed by at the three because they were just swinging it to the short side, and there goes the three.
We better
Well,
pick them up before Boston do.
yeah. What the problem is that Rondo and Rasheed will be great assistant coaches. They really would. The question would be, will will Palinka actually offer them that contract? Like that's where I'm at with it. Will he honestly offer them that contract? Because we need a coach that's going to show emotion but stay within the game. We need a coach to help point them out what to be aware of, because it just seemed like from time to time everybody out for self, and I hate that part of the game.
Did you notice the other night? Was it last night or not? The other game, um, Phil Handy got the technical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the last game.
Why is the assistant coach getting a technical? Shouldn't that be the head coach barking stuff out at the refs?
No, it is mainly because, and I have brought that up several times. You do not get the emotion out of Ham that you should be getting. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. You're just not gonna get it out of him. I'm sorry,
Ham
you're
is
not.
just not. He's just not that emotional type of guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and
He
it's just
he showed it
he
one
just
game only, one game only.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He keeps his composure as much as he can. He's and he's I think and my here's the thing. Like, I don't think, and I think I speak for a lot of Laker fans. I don't think Laker fans really care about him being emotional
Mm,
if he was a really good coach. If he was a really good coach and we were sitting freaking like second in the West and we were balling out of control and him not
Hmm.
getting emotional like that, I don't think Laker fans would care. They would be like, "Whoa, we're second in the West. Who cares?" I don't care if you're getting in the ref's face or anything like that. But it's just the fact that you're a questionable bad coach and you don't get emotional at the same time. So it's like a double whammy.
mm. It kind of reminds me of, like, and we've seen it because we've been Laker. Hopefully, most of us have been Laker fans long enough. We've seen Jackson chilling on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying, and coaching
Man,
the
Phil
team.
used to have his
But
leg up.
but
Not,
but
not.
yeah, he was kicked back. You know what I'm saying, like he needed to have a newspaper. You know what I'm saying, while he was watching the game. But with even with that being said, I seen even with Phil Jackson where when there was time to make noise at a referee, he would do it. And I don't know, if Ham got that in him, and it's sad to see that an assistant coach has to go to bat for something that a head coach should be doing.
Well, I'll say this. Brown is the person like my standard, right? So if Brown is my standard, and I I, I can't, if he can do it, why can't Ham do it? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to pick on the man.
Mm.
because there are a lot of games where you could tell where he's really coaching, and then there are a lot of games when you could tell he's just going with the flow.
He
And,
looked good against Milwaukee. Sorry to cut you off, but I thought he did well against Milwaukee coaching wise. But outside of that, it's kind of hit and miss.
exactly.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think, like showing like a lot of emotion. It doesn't mean that if a coach doesn't show a lot of emotion, that doesn't mean that he's a bad coach or a good coach. You know what I'm saying? Like if Darvin Ham were to turn around right now and start showing all kinds of emotion, yelling and stuff like that, but we still sitting 10th in the West,
Mhm.
what does that do? That doesn't really do anything. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, great, you're showing emotion, you're screaming, but we still 10th in the West. I don't want to hear you screaming. I want you to fix it. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Be a better coach. Yeah, great, you screaming, but I need you to fix the problem. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think him having, no emotion. It doesn't mean like, oh, he's a bad coach. He's a bad coach because he's a bad coach. It's not because he don't show no emotion. You know what I mean? So I just that's what I'm saying. Like, if we were second in the West right now, I don't think nobody could be complaining about his emotions.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like even tonight, I feel like there there's a certain line that a coach should be having conversations with the referees, especially with some of the skeptical calls that we got tonight. They kind of did beat up on Austin Reeves a few times, and I personally didn't see the coaches
Austin,
going to bat.
AD, LeBron,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Dinwiddie
part I agree.
also got pummeled on a couple of plays, and that's why Dinwiddie finally went off, like literally.
hmm So and that part I agree with. That what you're saying about that part, because that shows the players that you got their back. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that part I do agree with. If there's questionable
Yeah,
calls or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
something like
That's
that.
why Gemini the
Yeah,
all-time
yeah.
leading scorer.
Ah,
You
That-
got
yeah,
pummeled
you
on
right.
Gemini. Pause.
Dang
Whoa.
it, dang it,
Whoa.
dang it. My fault. You right.
No,
My
no, no,
bad.
no, DJ, you straight. Gemini said he got pummeled on. Pause. Yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
get pummeled on. Shoot.
There ain't no yeah. That was a fact.
Yeah, they
Man,
didn't know
shoot.
that.
You're
Hey,
right.
I
It was a
watched that
fact, but it's
game.
still a yeah. That's why he the
He, he,
all-time leading scorer, man.
even I was like, "Come on, ref, you just gonna bite your whistle like that, huh? You just gonna go ahead and suck it on in, huh? All right.
Oh, whoa.
I'm talking
Oh
about the
yeah,
Yeah,
ref.
yeah.
I'm talking about the ref. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the ref.
Of course, CJ
Hey,
he missed that one.
That's
I'm
another
talking about
one.
the
Yeah,
ref.
That's another one.
There you go.
I'm
That's
about the
another
ref.
one.
Gemini.
That's why you the all-time leading scorer,
I'm
homie.
talking
You got it.
about the
You
ref,
got it.
man.
Yeah, you the
I know.
all-time
I
leading
didn't
scorer
say you
for a
wasn't
reason,
talking about
dog.
no
That's all
ref.
I'm gonna say. All time leading scorer take hard work and dedication, man. For real.
hey,
That's
hey,
what you do
hey,
right
hey,
now.
hey, I'll say this because I know a hater's gonna bring it up. They gonna talk about how many times the Lakers went to the line and they failed to forget that we went. And here goes a yay moment. The Lakers went to the hole way more than the other team, so that's why.
That's another one. Hey, Raider Twan, man.
Oh, come
Climb,
on,
climb,
man.
climb that
See,
all-time
You
list,
doing these?
man.
Yeah,
Climb the
yeah,
all-time list, man.
CJ.
oh
Yeah,
man,
You know.
you could have said the paint or something like this.
It still would have been a yay.
No.
Paint
Nah,
Yeah,
hole,
yeah.
paint hole, rim.
Oh, Oh, damn. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You could have said paint. I probably would let you slide. Hole, come on, man.
Rim is the
okay.
same thing.
So
Rim
so
is
so so
slightly.
basically the 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 referee number 77, I he can't ref his way out of a paper bag. That female ref, she can't officiate her way out of a wet paper bag. Like they was doing like questionable calls to where I literally know, and even though I said this about 10 games ago, I know the refs are trying to help Vegas. I know they are now. Like FYM. This is one conspiracy. This ain't no conspiracy, pimp. I'm looking at the game, watching what they doing. So and that when you start saying that, that's the part that's not funny to me as a player, because it's like if you're gonna call a game down the oh Lord, if I say that CJ and DJ gonna go clean buck off, um call a game evenly, so we can have a good
Hey
game.
man, hey, Gemini, go ahead and
I
climb
say
that all-time
evenly.
list, man. Go
Now,
ahead and climb the all-time list. Hey
no,
man, go
I
ahead.
am
Hey,
not making the Hall of Fame
I
yet.
see what you're doing, man. You trying to make the Hall of Fame, dog.
Hey, I,
Hey man,
what
Hall of
what
Fame is in your sight.
what made it even funnier was that Gemini was taking hella long to to think about the right thing to say.